welcome back, Bridgid.
Thank you.
Actually, I forgot to ask this question before. Give me the short answer of why it's Bridgid with an ID at the end.
Oh, got it. Bridgid, because, well, I was named after Bridget Bardot, but my name is Ebonics. So my mom was like, Bridgid, Bridgid, Bridget. So that's why my name is. It's actually an Irish spelling. So it was Irish Ebonics, and I'm part Irish. I'm part African. Like, okay, it all makes sense, right?
I'm happy to be the leprechaun at this play, so no problem. Hey, I'd love you to share two or three people that you can tell us about that have been influences in your life, if you could.
100% the first person that always comes to mind about influencing is me growing up is my grandmother. I adore her. She now lives in Louisiana and she's quite a bit older and, has different health, but she's funny. I have the best grandmother. She's like, I call her and she thinks it's funny now. I didn't tell her till more recently that I always called her my cousin grandmother because she's the sweetest person in the world, but she always says like, shit on that shit. Them people trying to get into heaven. I don't need to go to that church. I'm gonna go do it. My grandmother is great and has like all her, but growing up, she was just always fair with us. Even if I was the favorite grandchild, she never acted like it. But she could open up the refrigerator, figure out there would be a can of beans, a light bulb, and an egg, and she would figure out a like gourmet meal. She's the best. She taught me how to make gumbo, and just was a good person. One of those stable people in your life that you could just go to no matter what. You don't have to say anything or explain anything. She's just there for you.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anybody else?
So many people. Okay, so then there's like there's so many people. So I would say it's God. I want to say Kamala Harris because I've known her a long time from when I had my first design studio. And my friend called me and was like, "You got to meet this woman. She's amazing. She's running for Attorney General of California. We got to get it." So she came to my design studio. Was the warmest, had the funniest laugh, and we just started a friendship. And we text each other like on holidays and she ran for president and came to Blackbird and all of these things. And currently she is vice president of the United States of America. So what I love is that the same Kamala Harris I met 15 years ago or 10 years ago, I don't even know how much time that was, maybe 15 years ago, is the same person I talked to 2 weekends ago. It's like this, and through a lot of hard, running for president is really, really tough and people are mean.
Yeah.
And she just held grace through it and was always her, always laughs really hard and just always is always trying to inspire. Also, when you talk to her, she's always, you got this, you just keep going, you're gonna be all right. I'm like, you're the one running, like I'm trying to help you, So I would say I'm so inspired and influenced, so inspired by the influence that she has had for young women, young Black women, young Indian women, and women of color in general, and all women, just what she represents and how fierce she is in the courtroom. Do not debate that woman.
I love that you say about her because she works hard, plays hard, if you will.
Mhm.
She's fierce in the courtroom. She's fierce in Congress, and yet you can tell the joy that comes out of her when she's laughing, even in the most maybe not right situations.
Right.
But it makes you feel good, and it kind of makes me think, going back, to the beginning of when we had these conversations about allies.
Mm.
I'd be proud to be an ally to her, and
Mhm.
I learned from her, and I'm inspired by her, and I'll bet you little boys, not only girls,
Right.
black and white, are inspired by her, and that's where we've got to be, where we get beyond I'm the first female this, or I'm the first
Right.
Indian that. I'm just, that's who I am. So great influencers. Thank you so much for sharing that, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.